The next caller that I would like to take is Sarah from Arizona. Sarah, thank you for being so patient.
Yes, I'm on the show. All right, I'm going to make this quick. Okay, so this is 13 years that, okay, so let me tell the viewers. I have been fighting this corrupt system since I was 18, since the beginning from the delivery of my first son. I'm going to be 31 in December. There are 39 judges in my case, 13 court-appointed pretenders, and there's a total of 168 people involved, and this includes the state of Oklahoma, too. There's 398 human rights violations in my case. I have been to lawyers. No lawyer will touch my case in the state of Arizona because they, quote, said it was too messed up. So, to give you a briefing on my case, it was medical malpractice. The doctor, while I was in labor for almost 3 full days. Okay, I had to have multiple epidurals. The doctor was giving me Pitocin to increase my labor. At the same exact time, she was giving me terbutaline sulfate, which is to stop my labor. She did that because she left the hospital to go to Banner Thunderbird to deliver another baby while I was in the middle of delivering my son. Now, mind you, this is the same doctor that delivered my sister's baby. Okay, so to go in, so this all started for medical neglect. Now, the hospitals have social workers, right, in case of anything. So with my first son, they took my son to prevent, and this is fraud, this is in the document, and I have no problem sending you guys the evidence, to prevent abuse and neglect. That is fraud. Okay? Judge Christopher Corey terminated my rights to my first son, Isaiah, and my second son, Wilfredo. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Can you be very careful to not mention any names?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
All right. Okay, so one of the judges terminated my parental rights to my two sons, my first two sons, because he said that they, quote, are adoptable. Okay. With my third son, Josiah, I took off out of state to Oklahoma to have the baby, to protect him. They terminated my parental rights because it would speed up the adoption process. Okay, so one of the other judges told me, and I quote, "It's not a matter of evidence." It's not a matter of evidence. I did all the services that they asked me to do. And the judges, strike that from the record. Strike that from the record. I have never, ever been able to get any evidence on the record. My case is on lock and seal. You have to have special clearance, I guess, to get inside my file. When me and my mom would go into the courts, we would be surrounded by sheriff deputies, and I guarantee you it's still to this day. They follow us around, up to 10 sheriff deputies. My mother, and it's in the courts today, they put a bolo on her, a be on the lookout, in every court in the state of Arizona. And you can go to my Facebook page, type in Sarah Barra Johnson. I have two. You'll see my main one. It says, hashtag save the children. Now, I want to let your viewers know that these CPS companies, okay, these are privately held companies. And Arizona gets $180 million every year by the federal government. There's so much more details that I can go into, but
Sarah,
it's too much.
Sarah, I want to actually hear your story, so I would love for us to talk. I think we already are messaging about doing an interview, but just for this show with the attorney here, do you happen to have a question that we could help you with? Because we're ready to head into a commercial in just a minute.
I'm just wondering, how could I possibly get my children back if I've been to all the legislators? I've sent my evidence to the president, President Trump, 3 times, to William Barr, John Durham, to all these places. And the mailroom from William Barr and John Durham and the White House said that my case, and I sent the evidence, has nothing to do with federal law or the Department of Justice.
I think it will be easier and better to have more understanding when you and I talk, and we have more time to go over all of the documents and everything. But I'm grateful that you called in, and I look forward to. I anticipate hearing your story and seeing all of the details that go along with it. So thank you, Sarah, for calling, and we will be talking soon. And let's head into our next break. And actually, before our break, okay, Vince, question. Is that allowed? Are they allowed to take files and hide them and put them aside like that to where you can't have access to them? I've heard that actually from a few people.
Not really, but we can talk about that more. I have heard of that happening, and I'm involved in a case right now where the parent was ordered not to go look at her file. That it's pretty big deal.
Illegal?
Yeah. No, I won't say illegal, but it's a big deal. Listen, we're going to take our break. This is The Secret, How to Fight Child Protective Services and Win.